Yo, what's going on, everybody? So in today's video, as you can probably tell by the thumbnail, we're going to be doing the KSP aftermarket upper control arms for the truck. As many of you probably know, we did put the 3.5 inch rough country lifted strut on this thing last week. So in today's video, we're going to be doing the upper control arms. That way we don't have to worry about any issues as far as when I get this thing aligned, because it definitely needs a bit of alignment done to it. The wheel's straight, but you can tell when this truck's on an incline that the camber's kind of off. So once we get these on here, I'm hoping we can get enough adjustment out of them to correct the issue, because I don't want to tear my tires up. These are the ones that come off the Ranger, and I've probably got like 10, 11,000 miles on them, and they're still in great condition. They ride good, they're smooth, they're not extremely loud. So I'm going to try to save them as much as I possibly can. Don't want to ruin them with a bad alignment. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, get my jacks out here, jack stands. I got my canopy up, because let me tell you, I don't know if any of you are from North Carolina, but it's like 9 in the morning, and I got sweat running down my legs. You can see my bruise I got yesterday. But yeah, it is extremely hot, so I'm going to get my fan out of the shop, get it on. But yeah, once I get one of these off, I am going to give you guys like a side-by-side comparison of the two. That way you can see the difference, because the difference is going to be kind of shocking. And also I'm going to show you guys how you take them off, give you a step-by-step on that. So stay tuned. Let me get one of these wheels knocked off, and I'll pick the video back up then. All right, everybody. So we got one side off and the aftermarket on. But here's a little side-by-side comparison. As you can see, the stock ones, they were ready to go. The bushings were dry rotted. So I'm actually glad I did do this. But I will say, if you do plan on doing the struts with the aftermarket uppers, do them at the same time, because you essentially got to do everything you did for the strut for the A-arm. The only thing I didn't have to do was remove the tie rod in here, but everything else I had to. So what I did was loosen the top strut bolts, take the bottom ones completely out, and I pulled it forward just enough so I could get the bolts for the upper control arm out. But yeah, this side is on. All I gotta do is tighten everything back down, and as you can see, we're no longer riding on the bump stop up top. You do want to grease these things before you put them on, so you got one there and one there, and then you got one underneath the cap here. Unfortunately, I couldn't get those things positioned right where I could do it without having to take them off. But that's no big deal. When we need to grease them, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side knocked out, and I'll pick the video back up and show you guys how it looks in the end. Stay tuned. All right, everybody. So we got them on there. Everything went accordingly. Nothing broke, thank God. Yeah, I think it's gonna do a lot better than the stock ones. I think they're gonna ride a lot better too. And you don't have to worry about them ever breaking due to bad angles, because this will correct the angle. Now we got to take the truck to get it aligned, because I can tell you that this side is definitely way off. This one over here doesn't look too terribly bad. It looks pretty straight. I might try to adjust that one myself, because we're going out of town here soon, so I might try to adjust that one again. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description just in case any of you guys want to pick them up, because I will say it's definitely worth it. Because now the upper control arm, they're not resting 1/8 of an inch above the bump stop. It's like almost 1/2 inch now. So a lot more room to work with than the stock ones. And these, as you can tell from the side-by-side comparison, are a lot more beefier, so you don't have to worry about them breaking. And another great thing with these, they do give you a replacement ball joint. Just one, but they did give you one, so if one ever goes bad, you got a replacement on hand already. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned, because we got a lot more stuff coming for this thing. Warranty's about to run out on it, so then we can go crazy on it. But yeah, stay tuned and go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.